over again. But if you're doing the same right things over and over again, you're going to get to the place that you want to go. You're going to be able to live intentionally with little to no thinking. Hey guys, it is me, Sonja from SonjaW Coaching, and y'all, I am excited for today. I'm always excited. I really am. Anyway, I am excited because today we're going to talk about the role of consistency in living intentionally. All right. But before I do that, let me introduce myself. Hey guys, my name is Sonja of SonjaW Coaching, where we help overwhelmed, multi-passionate women learn how to acknowledge, execute, and win at their dreams. We're all about dreams meeting reality here at SonjaW. Now, let me tell you, I am really excited about this because I am going to be talking about kind of one of the major keys of living intentionally. And I got some notes over here because I was like, I don't want to mess up anything. So I got my notes here in the corner, and I just wanted to come and talk with y'all for a little bit, okay? So let's get into it. Now, I was talking about the role of consistency, and I was remembering this quote from, I found it in a book. I love John Maxwell, and it was in one of his books. I don't remember which one, but in one of his books, he had this quote from somebody. I didn't get the quote. I didn't get where it came from, but anyway, the quote actually says that practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And it's just making me think about just the role of consistency, the role of repeating things over and over and over again, and how that can transform what you do and how you do things in life, right? How you can actually live intentionally. Now, just thinking about consistency and hitting goals and everything like that, we thrive on routine. I don't know for any of you guys with kids. I don't have any kids yet, but they always tell me, all the parents tell me that they learn that kids love routine. They love when things are predictable for them and they're able to grow and prosper and like thrive in that type of environment because they know what's happening next and they can get comfortable in that. That's what consistency does for you in living intentionally. Now, it's not fun. It can be fun depending on what you're doing, but it's kind of boring, right? Because you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. But if you're doing the same right things over and over again, you're going to get to the place that you want to go. You're going to be able to live intentionally with little to no thinking, right? You're going to be able to hit those goals because you set up routines that are going to help you move forward. And that's really the key, having a consistent routine that incorporates the things that you need to get to the goals that you desire. And I just think it's so important to do that because it's going to be the thing that's going to help you. It's going to be the thing that's going to get you to hitting those goals that you look for, that you're looking forward to. Like just thinking about runners, Olympic runners or skiers or anything like that. Like it's their consistent workout, their consistent eating habits, and their consistent training that gets them to the type of body and the type of skill that they need to win. And that's why it's so important that you build a consistent routine. Because if you want to see something pass and actually win at it, you got to get a routine with it. You know, there's this verse that just popped into my head. And it talks about how I can't remember it now. It was just in my head and it literally ran away. It's about racing and it's in the Bible. It really is. And it talks about how the racers, they train for this. Like they actually train to win. They know that it's not just going to be a one-shot thing. They just show up and do something and then they'll win. No, they're actually training and taking their time. I wish I could remember it. It's something that just popped into my head. It's not in the notes. But anyway, just thinking about actually, you know what? Just even thinking about the Bible and thinking about stories in the Bible, the story of David and the Goliath. Like David was able to go out and beat this huge dude, right? with confidence because he's done it before. He's done it before with the lion, with the bear. Like, he knew what to do. He was not afraid because he was consistent. He continually had to fight and train and learn how to take care of the sheep that he was taking care of because he was a shepherd beforehand. And so when it came to Goliath, he was just like, oh, this is light work. I do this all the time. This is just like another bear. This is just like another lion, right? And that's the power of consistency. That's the power of routine. Well, I'm talking about this power. I'm talking about how important it is to have consistency. Well, how in the world do you get there? How can you get consistent in your routines and in your goals and the things that you're looking for? I got 3 things for you, okay? I got having reminders and triggers, having accountability, and then remembering your why. Those 3 things are so important in building the consistency and the ability to make perfect practice and allow it to make you perfect and allow you to do well, right? So let's break it down. Reminders or triggers. These are things that remind you to go do an action, right? They are things that help you to move forward in what you want to do with just a little bit of a reminder. For me, and I think I've talked about this before in one of my previous videos, but for me, it's my Fitbit. I literally have alarms on this thing that vibrate to tell me when to do the next thing, to tell me when to wake up, when to read my Bible, when to go run. Like, this thing reminds me every single step of my morning routine. And in my routine are things that are gonna continue to push me towards the goals that I've set for myself. Right? So that's what a trigger is. It could be anything. It could be a vibration. It can be an alarm. It could be shoes in front of your treadmill. That's actually a trigger for me. I have my shoes, my treadmill's in my office, and I have my tennis shoes right there. So I know as soon as I walk in the office, my first thing to do in the morning is not to get at my work computer, is to get on my treadmill. So that's how I know, like, the shoes are right there in my face. And that's how you can use triggers to help you get consistent, to help you push towards those routines and those goals that you need so that you can win. All right. And so that you can live intentionally. The second thing is accountability. Having people around you that know that you want to do something. Okay? So having accountability is key to building that consistency, to building that ability to keep going when things get tough. You got that person that reminds you, didn't you say that you wanted, I don't know, to, not eat ice cream every night? And I see you eating ice cream on Instagram. What happened? That's the type of accountability that you need. So definitely get some accountability around you, right? Like, I've made the mistake and told somebody that I actually wanted to start running consistently. And they definitely asked me if I got the treadmill that I wanted to get and if I've been running. And, at the time I was mad. At the time I was a little annoyed. But then I remembered I told them because I wanted my accountability. Yeah. And then finally, the third thing is to remember your why. I love this person that I heard this quote from. Her name is Gail Hyatt. She is the wife of an awesome productivity person, Michael Hyatt. And she said this one time. She said, people lose their way when they lose their why. People lose their way when they lose their why. When you have a why, when you understand the reason why you're doing something, it's a little bit harder to fall off the wagon. It's a little bit harder to forget to be consistent in that routine because you have something that's bigger than you. You have something that is pushing you forward. And honestly, that's why I'm always talking about a life plan with the people that I work with, because it's so key. Yes, we can build good goals. Yes, we can build routines for you. But if you don't have an underlying why behind what you're doing, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle with keeping up with that thing that you want to see happen. So really get a why. Better yet, get a life plan where you establish your why in the 6 major areas of your life. And it's just so major to do that, okay? So I really encourage you to do these 3 things. If you're going to be serious about living intentionally, get consistent and build these things into your life. Having reminders and triggers, having accountability, and then also remembering your why. When you have those 3 things, man, you're gonna go a long, long way, okay? So you gonna do that for me? You gonna get that together? All right. Well, if you like this, if this is something that really helped you, go ahead and like the video. And if you really, really like this and you want to let me know that you like it, go subscribe. Subscribe so I know it's real. All right?